What if I told you quitting is not only risk-free, it's actually less risky than staying at your current job? Let's boil this down to 3 things. Who can do this, when to do this, and why there is no assumed risk when doing this. And by the way, I didn't quit my job to become a financial advisor, so don't take any of this as financial advice. This is one simple person's opinion about a hack that they think they found and they want to share. So with that in mind, let's get into it. Quitting your job is a rite of passage. You must earn this right. You earn this rite of passage one way, having a sought-after job. Sought-after jobs include investment banking, consulting, product management, sales management, software engineering. If you don't have an impressive job or sought-after job, stop right now and try to get one. Or don't and keep watching. You're the boss, champ. There's an assumption that comes with one of these jobs. It's that you have a valuable skill set that you can apply on your own. This is hugely important. Selling this skill set significantly mitigates the risk of you leaving your job. If you want success when you leave, you have to be entrepreneurial, have the ability to learn quickly on the job, and at least have a few months of savings in the bank. If you're not entrepreneurial and you leave to start a company, you're gonna be unhappy. If you don't have the ability to learn quickly on the job, the next thing you're gonna do is going to be very slow, which means you're going to rip through your savings. And if you have no savings, all of your attention is going to go on securing your next paycheck. Entrepreneurial, self-starter with the ability to learn on the job with about 6 months in savings. That's setting you up for success. If you are still out here checking these boxes, check, you are ready to quit and flourish. Is the timing right? Well, jobs work like a curve. In the beginning, you're getting paid to learn and develop. Oftentimes, you're learning the skill that you're going to need to quit this job. Ask any professional and they'll tell you what you need to succeed is learned on the job. And that's what makes jobs so engaging in the beginning. You develop. After a certain amount of time, you no longer learn new things. Instead, you become the owner of this skill for the company. And this is a win-win for the company and the employee. The company gets a competent employee to own this skill on their behalf, and you, the employee, are able to continue developing this skill to a point of independence and expertise. You become a master. After this point, you enter the quitting zone. The quitting zone is where you're trading your skill set exclusively for money. That means that there's no learning going on whatsoever. When there's no learning and you're just trading your skill set for money, you have 3 options. Endure, collect the paycheck and do the skill. Second is trying to find another job within the company where you can learn and develop and get paid, basically going back to stage 1 of the job curve. Third is quitting. You can quit and find a better trade, your time for either more money or for better growth. Let's say you trust me, someone who is definitely not a financial advisor and has fewer than 20 subscribers on YouTube. I am a professor though. Here's what I would do. The day you leave your job, you start burning cash. That is why you cannot leave your job without a thoughtful plan. That's the mantra. Did you catch it? Write this down. I will not leave my job without a thoughtful plan. A thoughtful plan means when you leave your job, you know exactly how you're going to trade your time for more value. The plan does not need to be foolproof, but you need to know immediately how you're going to use your time right after you leave your job. You must have an outline. You can't be too strict about your plan. I messed this up the first time I quit my job. When I quit my job the first time, I wanted to find consulting clients. I gave myself 3 full months. Month 1, 0 clients. Month 2, 0 clients. Month 3, 0 clients, but I had some leads. Anyway, I was too focused on this, so I ended up taking a job. Well, my first week on the new job, I had one company who was ready to sign with me as a consultant and another warm referral on the way. I had to give this business off to, guess who? One of my friends who was less strict about their plan. Back to it. If you check all these boxes, you're in the quitting zone, you have a thoughtful plan of what to do after you leave your job, it is time to put in your notice. Period. After you leave your job, you can focus on the thing that you think is more valuable than spending your time at your previous job. Maybe you start a company, you apply to Y Combinator, you start a YouTube channel. All of these things are totally valid things that you think you can apply yourself to. However, if these don't work out, what you've done is you've developed a new skill set. If you're a growth marketer and you're good with Photoshop and you leave to start a YouTube channel and it fails, or you decide you need another job in about 6 months, you've developed another skill set. Now when you go to recruit, you're not the same person that was sitting there 3 months ago, 6 months ago. And that's what makes this risk-free, is when you apply yourself in a valuable way after you leave your last job, you develop a secondary skill set that allows you to be more attractive to future employers if you need to go back and find another job. Let's say that this completely logical argument is not enough for you to quit your job. Guess what? In my experience, you're congratulated for leaving your high-paying job in order to do something that you think is more important. I'll explain this in the most simple terms possible. You quit your job. You do something you loved and develop new skills along the way. Even if that doesn't work, you are now more attractive to potential employers. You quit risk-free. I have done this twice. I'd tell you my experience, but I have learned that people on YouTube don't care about my experience. Good luck with the next steps. Hope you like these tips, and if you did, please consider throwing me a like and subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.